Michael Cole alongside Taz, and we welcome you to Portland, Oregon. It's been a long time since we've come to Portland, and it's great to be back.
No doubt, Cole. Tonight, the Rose City's gonna get its face rocked, and I can't wait.
And neither can these fans. We better get started, or we might have a riot on our hands.
He dodged that bullet. I don't think this is just a match anymore, Cole. This is getting personal.
Well, what do you expect? They've been beating...
He slipped out of that one. Oh, jeez, look at this. Pandering to the crowd.
Nothing wrong with keeping the paying customers happy while you build some momentum, Taz.
It's obvious these superstars have studied each other real carefully, Cole.
No question about that, Taz. You won't last long against an opponent you haven't done your homework on. He was one step ahead on that one. It's been a long time since I saw a crowd get behind a superstar the way they...
That was a textbook reversal. Man, I almost feel bad for JR and King, Cole. When's the last time you think they saw a match this good?
I couldn't tell you, Taz. I don't know if they've ever had anything this good on Raw.
Me neither. Because I guess that just makes sense. I mean, after all, SmackDown is the #1 brand in all of sports entertainment.
And that's one of the few things we completely agree on, partner. It doesn't get any bigger or better than SmackDown.
You look at any other sport in the world, and you won't find a single athlete that can compare with a WWE.
He's put his opponent in the casket. Could this be it?
You know what? This Cena, he spends a lot of time running his mouth, Cole. Nice quick counter.
I think John Cena has risen through the SmackDown ranks faster than any other superstar in recent memory. I can't remember the last time I saw a superstar dominate the way Cena has.
Yeah, Cole, but you said it yourself. John Cena has shot up real quick. He ain't picked up the experience that a lot of other superstars have, and that could be a little bit of a problem for him.
Well, from where I sit, I haven't seen a lot of superstars give Cena much of a problem. He's held his own against some of the most talented veterans on the roster.
That's the problem, Cole. You're calling it from where you sit. I've actually been in the ring, unlike you. And I'm saying back in my day, I would have... And there's the counter, Cole. You're not going to see action like this anywhere except SmackDown, Cole.
You'll get no argument from me, Taz. SmackDown is the dominant brand in all of sports entertainment.
These superstars are on top of their game, but only one of them is going to have their hand raised at the end of this one.
And that's a real shame because, like you said, this has been a great match so far.
Well, what do you want, Cole? You want to say that everyone wins so nobody gets their feelings hurt?
I never said that. I'm just saying that in a great match like this...
There's a reversal, Cole. Look at these superstars go. It's obvious they've done their homework on each other.
That's for sure. This match might have been over by now if they had.
90% of a match is in the preparation, Cole. You gotta come ready for the battle.
Great reversal.
You know, we've seen some pretty good back and forth action here, but you don't see too many matches end that way.
No, you don't. And I think we'll see one superstar dominate the match before it's over. He anticipated that move perfectly. How much can these superstars possibly have left?
They got as much left as it takes, Cole. Trust me, you get in that ring and you find out you got reserves you never knew you had.
I can imagine. Nothing pushes you to the limit. That reversal might stop his opponent's momentum dead.
This is one heck of a match so far.
It should. Nice reversal.
How much longer are these superstars going to be able to keep it up?
Your guess is as good as mine, Taz. They're certainly not going easy on each other, that's for sure.
Man, this match is so good, it's even worth sitting next to you to watch it, Cole.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Taz. You know, you're not always my #1 choice for a broadcast partner either.
You know what you should do, Girl Pants? You should team up with Jerry Lawler, and you could be the king and queen on commentary.
Real funny, Taz. You know, that would almost be worth not having to work with a joker like you all the time. What a counter that was!
Jeez, what a match. I got no idea what these superstars are going to do next.
That makes two of us, partner. And I think that's one of the things that makes it so exciting. A textbook reversal. Can he follow up?
You know, Cole, the more I watch this match, the more I'm thinking that there's some legitimate personal issues here between these superstars.
You might be right, Taz. After all, they spent the better part of the match beating the hell out of each other. It's hard not to take something like that personally. He saw that one coming. I think these fans know what's coming next.
You know it, Cole. The F.U. Man, get a load of that power. Wow, great reversal. I've been looking forward to this match all night long. Man, his opponent looked like a punk with that counter. Seeing a match like this makes me proud to be part of this company.
I'm with you, partner. You just can't experience a thrill like this anywhere else.
And that's because you ain't gonna see athletes like this anywhere else.
You certainly aren't. They're the greatest athletes in the world. And this is the only place you'll see them doing what they do best. And there's the reversal.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
I just think it's unfortunate whenever a superstar decides to cheat to win rather than compete fairly.
I wonder if we're going to see anything this good on Raw next Monday, Cole.
Come on, Taz. I think we both know the answer to that one.
When you see this level of competition, Cole, there is no doubt that SmackDown...
What a reversal!
See, now, this is how you win a match, Cole. You work over your opponent until they can't fight back. Watch it. He reversed it. These superstars give everything they got when they're in a match like this. But a lot of people don't realize what they sacrifice behind the scenes also.
No question. If you want to make it in the WWE, you've got to sacrifice just about everything for your career. It has to be as important to you as anything else in your life.
Cole, what you got to realize, to make it in the WWE, this is not a job. This is a lifestyle. That's why you see so much passion for what they do in the ring.
And that's something you won't see anywhere else. With all due respect to every athlete and entertainer out there, no one gives as much of themselves to their fans as the WWE superstars.
I feel like a real jerk when somebody counters you like that.
Here it is, Taz. He's building up a head of steam, and he's about to let his opponent have it.
I'll tell you what, if his opponent's got a brain in his head, he'll get the heck out of there. I think we know which way this one's gonna go, Cole.
Actually, Taz, from my perspective, I think it could go either way.
And what perspective would that be exactly? The perspective of somebody who has a neck that resembles a stack of knives? If you ever wondered just how much punishment Holy cow, Cole, look at that. Talk about a crimson mask.
It's unfortunate, but you always run that risk in a match like this.
Unfortunate? What the hell are you talking about? This is great! Can you believe this match so far, Cole?
I really can't, Taz. This isn't anything like what I expected from these competitors.
Yeah, I gotta admit, they're surprising the hell out of me here, too.
And I think it's that unpredictability that makes these superstars
Into the casket. This is not the best match if you're kind of a little claustrophobic. This ain't about winning or losing anymore, Cole. This has become real personal.
Well, with the way they've been beating the hell out of each other, I'm not surprised. These superstars certainly aren't going easy on each other tonight. They sure are giving the fans their money's worth.
No doubt, Cole. These WWE superstars put their bodies on the line night after night.
And the fans sell out these arenas night after night, Taz. Sounds like a pretty fair trade to me.
This has been a great match so far, but I think it's pretty obvious which way it's going.
Oh, really? Are you willing to go out on a limb and actually make a guess then?
There's no guesswork involved, Cole. But if you're gonna be snippy, I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut.
Wow, if I knew it was that easy, I would have said that years ago.
This buried alive match might be over right here. These superstars are putting on a clinic in there.
Yeah, and not a health clinic. I don't think they'll be the same after this one. We've got a superstar in a casket in a match that could be over very quickly.
Looks like they might be taking this match down a notch here, Cole.
The pace of the match may have slowed, but the intensity of these superstars certainly hasn't.
You can say that again. Waiting for your opponent.
He's got his opponent in the casket. Victory may be seconds away.
I gotta tell you, I didn't expect these guys to go off on each other the way they have tonight. This has been brutal, this match so far.
Well, Taz, it's not ballet, you know.
Oh, really, Cole? Gee, here I was wondering what happened to the pointy-toed shoes and the frilly little skirts. You know what? Maybe I should go check your closet. You know, you can't take a beating like this and expect to win the match, Cole. I don't think this is going to last much longer. Man, look at these superstars. You can't ask for a better example of what makes SmackDown so great.
You sure can. SmackDown's got the greatest superstars in the greatest matches for the greatest fans in all of sports entertainment.
It's crazy to think we actually get paid to do a job like this. There's thousands of people out there who would do this for free.
Really? Maybe I should look into that. I could get a better broadcast partner and save the company some money at the same time.
Keep it up, Cole. Keep it up. And you're going to find out how tough this job really is when your jaw gets wide shut. If you don't get out of that casket, you're going to wind up buried alive. This one's going to keep on going until someone can't go anymore.
And considering the conditioning of these athletes, that could be quite a while from now.
Looks to me as this can go down in the books as an instant classic.
I think just about every match has that potential, Taz. This is the WWE after all.
Man, there's not an ounce of quitting these superstars.
There certainly isn't. They're in this one to the bitter end.
Conditioning's a huge factor in any match. If you can't go the distance, there ain't no way you're gonna win.
That's for sure, Taz. And the WWE superstars are some of the best conditioned athletes in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing an incredible display of athletic ability here tonight.
What do you expect, Cole? These are WWE superstars, for crying out loud. They're the greatest athletes in the world.
True enough, Taz. There's no off-season for them. There's no month or two off between matches.
There sure ain't, Cole. I mean, these guys are here week in and week out, and every night they leave it in the ring.
And they do it all for the WWE fans, Taz. Without them, none of us would even be here.
I'll tell you, Cole, this is what the WWE is all about.
You're absolutely right, Taz. The greatest athletes in the world competing on the grandest stage of them all.
Man, even if you end up winning a match like this, you're going to be feeling it for the next week.
Yes, but that's the case if you lose as well. And having to deal with emotional as well as physical pain is that much worse.
Emotional? What the hell are you talking about?
Well, I've been in the locker room after a match and seen the superstars who don't get their hands raised. You can literally feel the disappointment radiating off them. It's not a pretty sight.
Man, I don't envy that ref. You know, the last place I'd want to be is between these superstars.
You can say that again. Talk about hazardous to your health.
Whoa, that's not good.
Not if you want to keep from tapping out, it's not. Watching these superstars go at it reminds me why I prefer to stay on this side of the announce table.
Oh, come on, Cole. You know, you should let me train you. You could be cruiserweight champ in like a year.
Oh, no. I've heard stories about the way you train people. You make Marine drill instructors look like pushovers.
Duh. They're just training people to go to war. I train them to be WWE superstars.
Well, thanks but no thanks, partner. I think I'll stick to announcing for now. The conditions are right for a finishing move.
Man, what a match. Kids, if you're watching this, don't try this stuff at home.
Absolutely not. These are trained WWE superstars, and even they wind up seriously injured sometimes.
No joke, Cole. These guys know what they're doing. Hence the word, trained professionals. You know, I don't think you can keep going for much longer after taking that much punishment.
I certainly don't envy the referee in this match.
No kidding. No matter what call you make, you're going to get on the bad side of at least one superstar.
And that's about the last place you want to be if you're not a superstar yourself. Trust me, I know.
These superstars are pounding the heck out of each other. How much longer can they keep this up?
I don't know, Taz, but you can bet that it's going to get a lot worse before it's over. I hope this isn't the last time we see these superstars face off.
You're not going to hear me say this much, Cole, but I definitely agree with you. This has all the makings of a nice, long feud.
I don't know how nice it is, but there are certainly some issues between these superstars, and I think this match might only exasperate them.
Jeez, Cole, watch your language, will you? It's a family show.
I said exasperate. Not, oh, never mind.
Man, I'll tell you what, man, this one's just turned into a fight. Pure and simple.
We knew it was going to be intense. We knew it was going to be physical. But I don't think anyone was prepared for this.
I gotta admit, it kind of took me by surprise, Cole. That don't happen too often.
That's an understatement. You've been in hundreds of matches in your career. We both called hundreds more. We usually have a pretty good idea of what to expect, but not this time.
I guess it just goes to show you, Cole, like they say, anything can happen here in the WWE. Let me tell you, Cole, I spoke to these superstars before the match, and I ain't never seen competitors more fired up and ready to get it on.
Judging from how this match has gone so far, Taz, I have no trouble believing that whatsoever.
This is one hell of a performance by some amazing superstars, Cole.
What did you expect, Taz? This is Smackdown, after all, the #1 brand in sports entertainment.
You know, the key to winning a match like this is to build some momentum. And you're not going to see a match won with just one or two moves.
No, but one or two big moves at a crucial point could change the direction of it completely.
You know, I know I say this a lot, Cole, but this is not ballet. You step between those ropes, you better be prepared to take some punishment.
And to dish some out as well. I don't think I've ever seen a superstar win a match by being a tackling dummy. These superstars are so unpredictable. I'm having a hard time figuring out what they're going to do next.
Don't bother, Cole. I don't think you're going to be able to. Just sit back and enjoy the ride.
And what a wild ride it's been so far, with no signs of stopping anytime soon.
You just don't see action like this every day, Cole.
You sure don't, Taz. And we've got the best seats in the house.
No doubt, front and center. We couldn't be any closer to this match without being in it.
Whoa, that's your territory, partner, not mine. I'm perfectly happy staying right where I am. I don't know how much longer this can go, Taz. These superstars are starting to look like they're running on fumes.
Man, Cole, I don't want this match to end.
I'm with you, partner, but it's got to end sooner or later.
Well, whichever way it goes, no one can say that these superstars didn't give it everything they got. These superstars are on fire tonight.
They sure are, and I don't think they're going to be put out anytime soon.
These superstars have been going hard all match.
They sure have, and that's where the superb conditioning of the WWE superstars comes into play.
No doubt, Cole. There ain't no way you're gonna win a match if you're out of gas 2 minutes into it.
You can say that again. I've seen matches won and lost simply because one superstar was able to outlast their opponent.
Well, it looks like they're slowing the pace down a little bit here. That might not be such a good move, in my opinion.
Well, come on. You just can't keep going non-stop. That's a good way to wear yourself out and make a critical mistake.
No, but you can't give the opponent any time to recover, neither. You gotta stay on them and wear them down.
But what about picking your spot? If you try to execute a badly timed move just because you want to stay on offense, that could have a disastrous result.
I'll tell you what, Cole. Let me talk about what it's like to be in a match like this, and you can cover what it's like to whiten your teeth. Deal?
Look at these superstars, Taz. This can't go on much longer. The adrenaline is pumping. The crowd is coming alive. This is what they came to see.
Hey, Cole, you know what? Try to restrain yourself a little bit, okay? You're supposed to be calling this bad boy right down the middle.
These superstars have proven time and again that they're willing and able to go the distance.
Well, you don't go too far in this business if you're not, Cole.
That's for sure, partner. There's always someone right behind you, ready to overtake you if you can't keep up.
Man, you talk about superstars who ain't got an ounce of quit in them, huh? You're looking at them right here.
And that's a potentially dangerous mindset to be in. If you're too proud to realize that you're in trouble, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
Look, Cole, this ain't ballet. You gotta go in there every single match and be willing to do whatever it takes. You'd know that if you actually stepped in between the ropes.
I don't have to have been in a match to realize that jeopardizing my future for the sake of one match is incredibly short-sighted.
Cole, I swear, I'm gonna replace you with someone who actually knows what they're talking about. Maybe Carlito. He might be a little tough to understand sometimes, but at least he knows what it's like to wrestle a match.
The pride in the hearts of these competitors might be the only thing that's keeping them going.
And pride's a powerful emotion. But when you just plain run out of gas, there's nothing in the world that can keep you going.
Well, it doesn't look like they're running on empty quite yet, but you never know when that could change.
These superstars have been pounding the hell out of each other, and now we're starting to see the effects of that. It's not easy maintaining this type of intensity week after week after week, Cole. Trust me.
I don't doubt it, Taz. The WWE superstars don't get an off-season. They compete every week until they're not physically capable of continuing. Will we see a finishing move right here?
You know, I don't care how bad you want to win the match. The fact of the matter is the human body is only capable of so much.
This capacity crowd is certainly getting its money's worth here tonight.
And it's a good thing, too, Cole. If they're not buying tickets, we're not getting paychecks.
Well, I don't think we'll have to worry about selling tickets the next time we come back here. Not after a match like this.
This one could still go either way, Cole.
It sure could. It's not over until the referee calls for the bell.
This has been a real rocket bus of a match so far, Cole.
It has indeed, but I think this crowd would like to see these superstars pick up the pace a little bit.
What are you talking about? This is some classic old-school wrestling here. Picking your spots and waiting for your opportunities. Look at these superstars, Cole. I mean, they're not even contemplating the fact that they might lose here tonight.
They've sacrificed so much to get here, Taz. I don't think they can allow that thought to enter their heads.
Man, I can't tell you how impressed I am with what I've seen here tonight so far.
How could you not be impressed, Taz? These are some of the greatest superstars in the world, doing what they do best.
Hey, slow down, girl pants. I went into this expecting a good match. I'm just saying, it's even better than I thought it would be.
I know exactly what you mean. These superstars certainly are pulling out all the stops.
These superstars are beating the living hell out of each other, and these fans are eating it up.
It's what they came to see, Taz, and these superstars are making sure they don't go home disappointed.
And that's the last place you want to be in a buried alive match. I'll tell you, as long as these superstars have got anything left in the tank, they'll just keep going.
They certainly don't look like they're going to give anything less than 100% here tonight.
I think I've got a pretty good idea who's going to win this match, Cole.
I wouldn't be so sure, Taz. If there's one thing we've seen, it's that anything can happen here in the WWE.
Boy, I'll tell you, this is not the way I thought this match was going to go at all.
And that's what makes the WWE so exciting. The unpredictability of the superstars. You never quite know exactly what you're going to see.
And I think these superstars are going to keep it up until they've got literally nothing left to give.
And that's the attitude you have to take to win. You know that your opponent isn't going to hold anything back, and you can't afford to either.
I'd love to know where you're coming up with this stuff, Cole. Because it's sure not from personal experience, I know that.
The WWE superstars are all superb athletes, but they're also human beings, and there's only so much punishment a human body can take.
Well, I think this one's pretty much a foregone conclusion. Not too tough to figure out who's going to win this one.
You know, this wouldn't be the first time you've made a prediction that didn't pan out.
That's pretty funny. You know what I predict? You keep up with your mouth, you're going to have a permanent limp. Uh-oh, he's got his opponent in a casket. I don't even want to think of what's going to come next. So, Cole, you got any predictions? You know who you think's going to win this one?
No way. I've seen you embarrass yourself with enough bad guesses that I'm not going to risk doing the same.
I'll tell you, anyone who thinks this business is a piece of cake, they should get in the ring with these superstars.
I don't think anyone would last too long against them. These are trained WWE professionals.
Man, there's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears shed in that ring over the years.
And if these superstars have their way, there's going to be a lot more shed here tonight.
No doubt from what we're seeing here, these WWE fans are getting their money's worth.
If they don't yet, I'm sure they will by the end of the match, Taz.
Hey, the ref's got a tough job. I mean, trying to keep these superstars on the up and up, that's hard.
Well, it's easier to get some superstars to play by the rules than others.
Hey, you know what, Cole? If you're going to get on your high horse again and give us another lecture about playing fair, I swear to God, I'm going to throw up.
Is it so wrong to ask a superstar to play by the rules, Taz? That doesn't seem to be so unreasonable to me.
That's because you never competed in a match, Cole. If you did, you'd know that you got to do whatever it takes to win. And if that means bending the rules a bit, well then, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. I gotta tell you, Cole, I thought I had this thing figured out. But now I got no idea how this is gonna end up.
Neither do I, Taz. And I think it's that unpredictability that makes it so exciting.
No doubt, Cole. I've seen superstars get a huge advantage over... Uh-oh, he's got his opponent in the casket. That was an impressive win, Cole. I got a new...
My God, what a match! You never know what you're going to see in a buried alive match. Here's your winner.
Everybody pulls out all the
Stone
stops.
Cold
Like that.
Steve Can't afford not to, because if there's one thing you can be sure of, it's that your opponent will.